Hello there, I'm Aurora. I'm an interdimensional catboy prince and member of Arcos Digital. I stream with my buddy Eden on Twitch on Tuesday and Thursday evenings, but I'm here to talk about me. I'd like to tell you a bit more about myself and where I come from. Alright, let's start off with the basics. I'm proudly trans, intersex, and gay. I'm also perpetually sleepy, basically useless, and I share a single brain cell with the rest of Arcos Digital. I'm currently borrowing the brain cell in an attempt to tell my story coherently, but we'll see how that goes. Alright, here are the things that I like. Salmon and strawberries, those are my favorite foods. My other favorite food is Kazuma Kiryu. And my favorite activity is sleeping. As for my dislikes, pickles, hate pickles, can't stand them. Being sprayed with water, don't do that. And being woken up. Like when Eden is being noisy in the wagon while I'm trying to sleep. Anyway, my special skills are looking pretty. I'm pretty adequate at Enter the Gungeon and any Ryuga Gotoku games. I can do magic. We'll come back to that later. And getting a full night's sleep. Yes, I'm serious. With hard work and patience, anything is possible. And now I'd like to show you a little showcase of what my model can do. Check it out. I'm so beautiful. Actually, I would like to add a little bit more context to some of those features. First of all, I'd like to talk about the features I'm most proud of, which are my hair and my fur. My hair looks like the Aurora Borealis that stretches across my kingdom's night sky every single night. It's where I get my name from, too. My fur is softer than rabbit's fur. You can pet my ears if you like, but not my tail. My tail is very special to me, and the oils in your skin aren't very good for my fur. Second, I want to talk about my coat lining. It's made from a special, magically made material that can only be found in my kingdom. Our kingdom specializes in magical textiles, you see. And lastly, my bell choker. My bell choker is very important because it signifies that I'm royalty. Here I think y'all use crowns for that sort of thing, but bells have a very important history in my kingdom. I'm not allowed to be seen in public without it on. Here, I have a painting to show you. This painting depicts a moment that altered the course of my life forever, but we'll talk more about that later. For now, I just want to show you our beautiful palace located in Glacian, the capital city of my kingdom known as Lumeris. Much of the kingdom is snowy, wintry land like this, but my favorite is the capital city because it's made entirely of ice. I know that sounds unpleasant and cold, but the ice isn't all wet or melty. Magic keeps it dry, smooth, and cool to the touch. In fact, people often call our city the Glass City because the buildings feel more like glass than ice. Plus, we specialize in magical textiles. We have plenty of warm materials to keep our homes cozy and well insulated. One of my favorite things about Glacian is that during the day, the city sparkles in the sunlight, and by night, it reflects beautiful colors of our famously vibrant night sky. My homeland has a very proud history, but it isn't the only kingdom on my planet. If you'd like to know more about my planet and its history, I have a series of fairy tales up on YouTube that you can check out. I'll leave the link to the playlist in the description for you. And up next, I'd like to talk about my royalty. As I mentioned before, I am a prince. My line goes all the way back to King Leomir, the good king who won the favor of the gods and built our great city of Glacian. But that was a very, very long time ago. Now it's just me, the queen, and my sister, the crown princess. Yes, that's right, I am not the crown prince. I'm not very suited for the job anyway. My sister has it together a lot more than I do and would do a much better job of running the kingdom than I ever could. As for me, I was raised to be the charismatic face of our royal family. In other words, I'm a show pony. Here, take a look at this. I'm gonna show you my magic. Are you ready? Okay, here goes. Yeah? You like that? That do anything for you? Okay, so I'm not actually very good at magic, and that's just about all I can do. The rest of my family is a lot better at this than I am. So that's why they taught me to just look cute for the masses. I was also taught a bunch of rich person hobbies, like horseback riding, fencing, all that kind of thing. I'm pretty okay at those things, actually, but I don't get much opportunity to do that stuff anymore. But hey, you want to see my family, right? Right? They're pretty neat. Alright, take a look. Voila! Our beloved queen and crown princess. That lovely woman on the right is Queen Blanche. She's quite a bit older than she looks, but with age comes experience. Queen is a fitting moniker for her as she also happens to be a drag queen on top of being a monarch. She has capital A attitude and a flair for the dramatic, but she always knows when to get serious too. Despite all her drama, she's universally respected among my people for her strength and wisdom. Now, my sister Alias takes after the queen quite a bit. She's the one on the left with the big mean girl energy. Now, there's a girl who has it together. She's strict and a little bit scary, and she certainly knows how to use that rapier on her hip. It's well known that she can take on any of the royal guard in a fight and come out on top. She comes off as a bit cold, but she's a strong leader with a good heart who will always do the right thing. And she's very popular with the ladies. So now that I've introduced the fam, I'd like to let you in on a little secret. We can all transform into cats. Back in the old days, our ancestors transformed into giant white lions. But these days, we've become a bit more domesticated. This is my cat form. I'm not very good at magic though, so I can't really do this on command. The rest of my family can though. They're both a lot better at magic than I am. Well, that's enough about the royal family. I bet you've been wondering what was going on in this painting here. Well, every year we hold a big festival in the capital city, and part of that festival is a fencing contest. I happened to enter this year and I got pretty far, but so did a mysterious traveler named Eden. He claimed to be an interdimensional adventurer, which drew a lot of attention. In the end, his adventuring experience carried him all the way to the finals, and that's when we first met. He bested me that day in the contest, and I realized that my pampered royal life, even with the best trainers in the kingdom, was no match for his experience. So, you might be wondering how Eden and I ended up as a team. Well, I was actually quite jealous of Eden after that contest. I wanted to go on adventures of my own and see other dimensions too. And well, he had this really cool magical wagon thing that was pulled by this weird fluffy creature. And I just thought, well, I could just sneak onto that little wagon and see some cool places for a little bit. By the time I learned that the wagon has navigational issues and it can't just return back to a previous dimension once it's jumped to a new one, it was already too late. So, he's stuck with me now. Maybe one day I'll make it back home, who knows? The kingdom's in good hands though, I know it'll be okay. Well, these days we travel around together in this magical wagon, occasionally picking up a few friends along the way. Here, I want to show you the wagon, it's really cool. This is what it looks like. We have a gorgeous view of the nebula when we're traveling. And you know what else? It's got magic in it. It's got these mossy blue panel things that gather magic or something. I don't know. Eden tried to explain it to me once, but I'm not very smart. Point is, it's a great place to practice my own magic. And I've been working on transforming into my cat form. I think I've just about got it. You want to see? All right, here we go. Okay, just give me a second. Oh no. Eden!
What? What did you do now?